Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Steve Teachin, Merced County Superintendent of Schools, and it's my pleasure to welcome each of you to the Merced County Excellence in Education Awards recognition ceremony. What a great evening we've got ahead of us, recognizing fantastic employees that serve children every day. Tonight you'll meet 15 individuals who represent the profession's best of the best in the largest honors competition for education in the state of California. These people exemplify the qualities of the thousands of teachers, administrators, and school employees who work with Merced County's 58,000 students every day. As you all know, in order to build relationships with kids, it's paramount that students feel connected to school. This connection happens when students believe that the adults in the school care about their learning and about them as individuals. Critical elements for feeling connected to school include high academic rigor and expectations in the classroom, coupled with support for learning, positive interactions, and physical and emotional safety. Increasing the number of students connected to school improves critical accountability measures. Strong scientific evidence demonstrates that increased student connection to school decreases absenteeism, fighting, and bullying while promoting educational motivation, classroom engagement, and academic performance for all students, their attendance, and graduation rates. The individuals we are honoring tonight are people who build those kinds of relationships with their students and families. Our event this evening is designed to focus public attention on the people who teach in Merced County's classrooms and those who support the instructional program. The individuals here tonight were each selected by their own schools, districts, and/or departments, and they exemplify the dedication, professionalism, and caring that leads to student success. At this time, please stand and welcome with me Cosette Asenjo, an El Capitan High School student who will be singing our national anthem. Cosette.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
So tonight's event would not take place without the enormous support of the Educational Employees Credit Union. EECU has supported educational employee recognition programs for many years throughout the San Joaquin Valley, not only here in Merced County, but in Fresno, Tulare, Madera, and Kings counties. EECU's sponsorship is the reason we are able to gather tonight for the 13th year. Please welcome a true supporter and true friend of education, Educational Employees Credit Union President and CEO, Beth Dooley.
Well, thanks so much, Steve. It's great to be here. We really love coming to this event every year. It's such a thrill to be able to honor all the folks here this evening. You know, there's extraordinary work that's done by the many fine administrators, teachers, and school employees who represent the best of teaching in Merced County, and we're thrilled to be here to help sponsor that and to help celebrate that. However, before we recognize tonight's honorees, I'd like to take a moment to introduce some of the folks who are very important to EECU and who allow us to be here this evening to celebrate this evening. Joining us this evening from EECU's Board of Directors is our Chair, Mike Snell, and our Treasurer, Rick Browning. And we also have Willie Clark from our Supervisory Committee, much like our Audit Committee. Critically important to our functioning here in Merced County from our Merced branch, we have our branch manager, Leslie Vax, and our assistant branch manager, Jamie Aguirre. They do a great job, and we're thrilled that they're able to join us this evening. Also joining us this evening is our Community Relations Officer, Joe Doylan, who does a lot of work here in Merced County. Thank you, Joe. And a number of folks from our management team who all do a terrific job behind the scenes to keep everything running as it should. So thanks, you guys. Appreciate it. We really enjoy partnering with Superintendent Teacher and his staff on this event. And I'd like to point out that they do an amazing job to set this up. This doesn't just happen. There's a whole lot of work behind the scenes to get this to happen. And I think it's an amazing event every year. So I'd like to take a moment to recognize and thank Superintendent Teacher and his staff for putting this together. Thanks, you guys. This year, in addition to honoring the outstanding teachers and school employees in Merced County, we're also recognizing outstanding administrators. School employees, teachers, and administrators guide our students towards a bright future. They go above and beyond to provide the students with the best education and the best school experience possible. So tonight, let's show our appreciation to the many fine educators here in Merced County who are really making a difference in the lives of their students every day. So it's my pleasure to congratulate the nominees and winners of the 2018 Merced County Excellence in Education Award. Thank you for everything you do to prepare your students for a bright and promising future. Thanks.
Thanks again, Beth, and EECU for sponsoring this elegant evening and for all of your support to Merced County Schools in so many ways. It's always a pleasure to introduce the local dignitaries who've joined us from Merced County. They are dedicated and steadfast in their commitment to the children of our county and a great asset to many programs offered by our 20 school districts and the Merced County Office of Education. First of all, let me introduce some of our elected statewide folks. From Senator Cannell's office, Louise Farley is here this evening. Louise, thank you for coming, representing Senator Cannella. From Congressman Costa's office, Gabe Holbert. Gabe is here as well. From Assemblymember Adam Gray's office, Nancy Young Bergman. Nancy is also with us. From the City of Los Banos, a council member, Tom Faria, is with us tonight. Thank you, Tom, for making the trip over. And we have too many school board members to name, and I'd offend somebody if I left you out. So school board members, superintendents, please just rise out there in the audience to be acknowledged by those of you, or by those in the audience who you serve. So tonight, it's a privilege and honor to introduce our Master of Ceremonies for the first time at this event, Casey Steed. Casey is a native of Merced County. Casey has always considered Merced his home. He's attended schools in Merced City Schools and graduated from Merced High School. He's proud to come from an educational family where his father, Lynn Steed, taught at Atwater High School in the 1960s and was a founding faculty member of Merced College. You may recognize Casey's voice from one of the many Radio Merced stations, especially 1480 KYOS, where he hosts several shows. Casey also volunteers for CASA and is one of our valued CASA mentors. He is a former reserve police officer and an electrical contractor. Please join me in giving a warm Merced County welcome to our Master of Ceremonies, Casey Lynn Steed. Casey.
It's an honor to be here this evening. Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here this evening to MC the Merced County Excellent in Education Award Ceremony. As Dr. Tejan said, my own father taught at Atwater High School and was one of the founding faculty members at Merced College. Dr. Tejan was kind enough to allow me to put up the yearbook from 1963 where my father was honored. And I know that these awards will mean a lot to everybody out there tonight, for not only tonight, but for decades to come. So thank you very much for having me here tonight. This event stems from the California Department of Education. The California Teacher of the Year program highlights educational innovation, student learning, and the rewards of teaching. Further, the program attracts public attention to the positive aspects of our education system. Teacher quality, recruitment, as well as retention, ranks high on every education agenda in this state. In 1972, California began recognizing outstanding teachers. The program pays tribute to California's teaching force, the complexity of challenges that confront our schools, and the need to promote collaboration and teamwork to meet those challenges. The process results in the annual selection of 5 experienced teachers throughout California who reflect the diversity of our teachers and students. The overall purpose of the California Teachers of the Year program is to honor the profession chosen by 300,000 people in the state and to heighten the interest in teaching as a career. The program affords the opportunity to bring attention to teachers who successfully employ strategies to increase academic success and narrow the achievement gap with a range of diverse students. Here in Merced County, we began recognizing outstanding teachers just 12 years ago, and we are thrilled that during the past few years, we were able to expand our recognition to include all employees, and this year we broaden our honors to include some of our amazing administrators. Tonight, we will introduce you to all of the district's nominees, as well as highlight the county winners of Merced County Employee of the Year, Administrator of the Year, and Teacher of the Year. I would now like to recognize the 2018 Excellent in Education Selection Committee. These individuals are the ones who took the time to read through the numerous applications and make the difficult decisions on selecting this year's county's winners from a highly qualified list of nominees. From UC Merced Resource Center for Community Engaged Scholarship, Steve Roussos. And Irene Beatty, Associate Professor of Sociology at UC Merced. Thank you both for your time and support. Tonight's event would not have come together as beautifully as it did without the hard work of our production staff. They have spent countless hours during the past 6 months in preparation for this special evening. From EECU are Joe Doyland, Nicole Franzen, and Mark Perez. From MCOE are Stacy Arancibia, Nathan Quevedo, and the Educational Services staff. Please give them a round of applause. This evening, we hope to capture the essence of what education is all about by highlighting the outstanding employees who go above and beyond to meet the needs of the students in Merced County. As a token of thanks, each district winner is presented with a picture of the Excellent in Education sculpture, and the county winners will receive the commencement sculpture created by well-known sculptor and artist Clement Renzi. Clement is known throughout the valley, where his work can be seen in government buildings, education sites, and hospitals. Let's take a moment to recognize Clement Renzi, who passed away December of 2009 at the age of 84. His last piece of work is the Teacher of the Year sculpture titled Commencement, that adorns the entrance of the Merced County Office of Education. Clement worked diligently to create a sculpture that depicted what Merced County education represents, which is teachers supporting students. The life-size statue would not have been possible without the generous support of Educational Employees Credit Union. Their donation to this project has allowed us to move forward with adding a permanent work of art for everyone in our community to enjoy. EECU continues to show the Valley how important education is to them, and we are extremely thankful for all that they do for us. Please give them a round of applause. Now let's meet the 15 honorees who we consider Merced's finest. We will meet them one by one as they come up on stage, and we will have 3 special video vignettes of our county winners. A little nervous, folks. The videos you will see are the work of MCOE's Merced Educational Television, which everybody knows as METV. Please join me in acknowledging Nathan Quevedo, Dylan McMullion, Nate Gomes, and Tim Ryan for their hard work and creativity. So let's start the evening with a montage of our exceptional employees. Steve and Beth will come back, and without any further delay, let's meet these folks one by one. The first Excellent in Education Award honoree is from the Delhi Unified School District. Adolfo Malara is the superintendent. Adolfo, please stand up and be recognized. Suzanne Greenwood is an instructional aide at El Capitan Elementary. Suzanne began her career at El Capitan in 2001, working the after-school tutoring program for just 2 hours a day. During her time working with students, she realized that she wanted to do more and took the time to learn about small group control, communicating with students and teachers, and about teaching and helping the whole child. The teachers that Suzanne works with have described her as a team player, and they consider her to be more of a co-teacher when she is in the classroom. Suzanne has touched the lives of countless struggling students in her 17 years as an aide. Whether it is a disruptive student she has been directed to sit next to or those with difficulty understanding the material, Suzanne can be counted on to keep them focused, answer their questions, or fulfill the need for attention. She ensures students have exactly what they need to best access the learning. Congratulations, Suzanne Greenwood. Our next guest is Gustine Unified School District. Superintendent Brian Ballinger, please stand. Lisa Chavez-Miski is a library clerk and instructional aide at Romero Elementary School. Lisa always has a smile on her face and makes the day brighter for everyone around her. Along with her duties in the library and the kindergarten classroom, she has been known to take children on shopping trips to get a new outfit or shoes because she noticed they were in need. In the kindergarten class, she works one-on-one in small groups with students on fundamental skills with love and encouragement. A student's first experience in school is a positive one, and students move on with a solid foundation and a love of learning thanks to Lisa. Lisa has a very compassionate heart and does what is necessary to make sure the students feel happy, loved, and safe. Congratulations, Lisa Chavez-Miski. Our next district is Los Banos Unified School District. Superintendent Dr. Mark Marshall, please stand. As the administrative secretary at Creekside Junior High, Tina Marie Sanchez has the ability to develop relationships with the young people and the families that she encounters. Tina was part of the team that helped build the school, establish the routines and culture, set expectations for students, faculty, and staff, and set high standards for academic excellence. Tina can keep a level head and makes decisions that combine common sense with compassion. She is able to speak to people with kindness even in the midst of conflicts. When those who know Tina describe her, they use words like caring, giving, and selfless. Tina has built relationships with the faculty, staff, students, and parents that come through the office at Creekside. She is genuinely interested in the triumphs and challenges that others face. Everyone at Creekside knows that they can come to Tina anytime and receive support. Congratulations, Tina Marie Sanchez. Our next district is Merced County Office of Education, Special Education. Assistant Superintendent Susan Costin, please stand. Maribel Perez Aguilar is the Administrative Secretary for the GROW program as part of the Special Education Department. Maribel is responsible for multiple tasks and endless demands that are vital to a successful program. She currently assists and organizes the day-to-day work of multiple teachers, specialists, aides, directors, and coordinators. Maribel has worked as a secretary within many special education programs that serve students in age from 0 to 22. She takes pride in getting to know students that she supports and makes sure teachers and specialists are supported in a day-to-day task that keep the program running smoothly. Maribel takes it upon herself to have a good understanding of the responsibilities of other staff members to better support their work in providing services. This knowledge is instrumental in her unique ability to perceive and address a potential concern before it actually becomes a serious problem. Congratulations, Maribel Perez Aguilar. Our next district is Merced Union High School District. Superintendent Alan Peterson, please stand. The shadow, I couldn't see, I'm teasing. As the groundskeeper at the Golden Valley High School District, it is Darren Gregston's job to prepare and maintain all of the sports fields, making sure they are all game day ready. Darren has worked on the Golden Valley campus for more than 20 years and enjoys keeping the fields and campus aesthetically pleasing and giving students and community a reason to have pride in their campus. Darren has a calm personality and is a kind-hearted person that loves his job and comes to work every day to give 100% to his school. Darren has established and maintained professional and successful relationships with staff and students. He has established trust and credibility with his peers and treats all staff with dignity and respect. Darren's great rapport with his colleagues and his wide variety of job-related skills make him a valuable asset to MUHSD, Merced Union High School District. Congratulations, Darren Gregston. And now I'd like to introduce Merced County's 2018 Employee of the Year. She comes to us from Atwater Elementary School District. Representing the district is Board President Mark Hendrickson. Mark, please stand and be recognized. Merced County School Employee of the Year is Jennifer Rivera. Jennifer earned her award. Jennifer earned her award as the Community Outreach Coordinator at Elmer Elementary and is now in her dream job of teaching. Let's take a few minutes to watch Jennifer's video.
I think Miss Jenny was chosen as the School Employee of the Year because she gives 110%. There's nothing that Miss Jenny touches that doesn't really turn to gold, pretty much. She has a way with kids, she has a way with staff, she has a way with parents. We've just been very blessed to have Miss Jenny.
Some of the qualities that Miss Jenny has that makes her special is she's very creative and she's very innovative with the students.
I think Miss Jenny was chosen as the School Employee of the Year because she's a very kind person that respects a lot of us. When I heard she was going to be a teacher, I was so excited. I was happy for her.
Miss Jenny is amazing at connecting with students. I would say it's her heart. She's the type of person that they get up in the morning because they want to go see Miss Jenny. She strives to make a difference for all kids.
So as a community outreach coordinator, the work relates to the students because it's all about the students. So I'm here for them, whatever they need, as well as their families, and whatever I can do to help them stay connected through the teachers or maybe different activities through the school, make them feel at home and excited to be at school. I believe as an educator myself, relationships are the foundation for them to be at school, to be excited for school. That's what I feel as a community outreach coordinator I was here to do. And building those relationships is the first step in getting them to want to be at school, as well as want to continue relationships with other staff members as well.
So Miss Jenny and I worked hand in hand with Student Council. Not only was she a member of the Student Council, she was nominated as an other staff representative, but she would do the outreach to make sure parents were aware the meeting was coming. She would prepare the room. She'd make sure we had snacks and drinks for everyone. Again, it was about trying to make sure we invited the community to be a part of our team, and Miss Jenny was amazing at that.
Miss Jenny always has a positive attitude and that smile on her face every morning. She goes above and beyond her call of duty to do her job, and she is very creative in the way she does it.
One word to describe Miss Jenny would be actually the word love. I was decorating her office at Christmas time, and we were looking at different signs, and probably the reason I would choose love is because I had a student with me, and he actually chose love. And I said, "Why do you think love would be good in her office?" And he said, "Because everybody loves Miss Jenny."
So I'm currently a third grade teacher here at Elmer Wood, and I've always wanted to be a teacher ever since I was little. I don't remember ever wanting to be anything else, so it's been a lot of hard work and dedication, and I'm just so thankful I get to be here at Elmer Wood where I first started. I don't think I'd want to teach anywhere else. I am very grateful to be chosen, and it just pushes me to want to do more in my community and in my current position as well. So I am grateful, and I hope I could just keep doing what I do.
She's amazing. We're lucky to have her, and it's been really exciting to watch her do every stage of her career so far. We're really excited she's now able to impact lives in the classroom as well.
Hello. People say if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And I can truly say that has proven true through this position. I feel honored to be receiving this award today. Our students at Elmer Wood have been and continue to be my utmost motivation for everything I do. One goal I had as a community outreach coordinator was to make our students' experiences at Elmer Wood meaningful and unforgettable. What they don't know is that they are the ones who, my time at Elmer Wood as COC, made it meaningful and unforgettable for me. They are the reason I give my best each and every day, and without them, I can say I would not be where I am today. I would like to thank each and every one of our woodchucks, which are not here, but I will be telling them tomorrow, for making an impacting difference in my life. I would like to thank Merced County Office of Education, Atwater Elementary School District, and EECU for this award. A special thank you to all my Elmer Wood family who have supported me throughout my time as COC. I would especially like to thank Mrs. Pereira, our amazing principal, who gave me the freedom to express my creativity and carry out my ideas on campus. She has been such a great role model, and I am thankful for the opportunities, support, and guidance she has provided me and continues to give me each and every day. I cannot forget my parents, who have been the greatest support system that I could ask for through this experience and any other in life. These past 2 years in this position have taught me that every student is full of greatness, and it is up to us as educators to ensure them they can reach their full potential. I would like to leave you all with a quote from Rita Pearson. "We can do this. We are educators. We're born to make a difference." Thank you.
Let's give all of our employees another round of applause. Thank you all. Thank you all. You may return to your seats. The next group we'd like to acknowledge tonight is our exceptional administrators. Let's first see their video. Now let's meet these folks one by one. The first Excellent in Education Award nominee comes to us from the Atwater Elementary School District. James Brandon Blackwood has retired and spent the summer traveling. We were not able to honor him like we would want to, and unfortunately he is still out of the country. But the work he did for 30 years for the ASED is appreciated and did not go unnoticed. Let's give James a round of applause and hope that he can hear us in Canada. Congratulations, James. Our next recipient comes from the Merced Unified School District. James Uecker has spent more than 30 years working with middle and high school students as a coach, a teacher, and during the past few years as the Associate Principal of Guidance and Counseling at Golden Valley High School. Jennifer has created a 6-year program for students that guides every student through their high school career and through the 2 years beyond. These plans encourage students to think of their future and have a clear path for success in college and the workforce. Jennifer believes that this benefits students by taking some of their fear away since they have a plan and a clear understanding of their future. Jennifer has established and maintained professional and successful relationships in our community with parents, staff, and students. She has established trust and credibility with the teachers and treats her staff with dignity and respect. Congratulations, Jennifer Uecker. And now I'd like to introduce Merced County's 2018 School Administrator of the Year. She comes to us from Merced County Office of Education, Early Education Department. The Assistant Superintendent is Christy Hendricks. Christy, please stand to be recognized. Merced County School Administrator of the Year is Rosa Barragan. Rosa is a program manager and leads many important programs such as the Parent Leadership Institute and Quality Counts. Now let's take a few minutes to watch Rosa's video.
I believe that Rosa was chosen as Merced County Administrator of the Year because she exemplifies all of those qualities that we hope to see in an administrator. She has that can-do attitude. She's not afraid to think out of the box and try something new.
Rosa connects very well to parents and families. I think Rosa is a very warm person. Rosa always has that drive and that energy to kind of bring people along with her plan. I believe Rosa was chosen because of the qualities she exhibits. The kindness, the positivity, the can-do attitude. Those qualities then put into action in our community.
Some of the qualities that Rosa has that make her so special is her very genuine self. She's such a very true, real individual, and she is so passionate about what she does on behalf of children and families that it's very difficult not to want to jump on the bandwagon in terms of any program or any activity that she is spearheading. You want to be a part of it immediately.
It's really hard to put into words or a job description exactly what Rosa does as a manager in the early education department. However, she oversees the subsidized childcare program, the childcare resource and referral program, and she is the Parent Leadership Training Institute supervisor. So everything to do with PLTI, Rosa implements.
My position is a program manager for the early education department. I oversee several programs. We get to work with those that make a difference in the lives of young children. So for young children, if we can make it possible to build a strong foundation, then the rest kind of just falls into place. Our staff need to understand that they too play a very important role. And I think we do an awesome job here of building partnerships. We are connected to so many agencies and partners here in the community.
It's a joy to work with Rosa. She comes to work every day with a smile on her face, and it's contagious.
Rosa does just an outstanding job bringing people, bringing agencies together, getting them to work towards a greater good. She is the glue. Rosa, I could say, is the glue in terms of so many of these county-wide events, including the Parent Institute being such an amazing success.
My passion for early education, again, we work with young children. I feel like one of the things that I'm really good at least I think that I'm really good at, is empowering others to dream big, and I do that with our staff. I would say this, my biggest passion is to really inspire others to think big, to think outside the box, and really dream big.
What Rosa is doing as an administrator is she's planting the seed, she's fertilizing that seed as far as young children's ability to grow into the next future leaders.
Rosa has an amazing connection to the parents and families that we serve. Her motto is dream big, and that's exactly what she's done for the last 13 years. Really, whatever she can dream of, she does. And she does a really great job of it.
Good evening, buenas tardes y bienvenidos. I'm super excited to be up here. I can't tell you how much it means to me. Especially coming from a Hispanic family who's very poor growing up, but I had a mother who taught me the importance of dreaming big and telling me that you could do it. Every day, she was a role model. My mother not only inspired us to think big and just go for it, she modeled it every single day. As an immigrant widow who came to this wonderful country at only 20, with only a third-grade education, with her 2 daughters by her side, she provided for us every day and sometimes had to work 2 to 3 jobs in order to make sure that we had everything we needed. But the most important thing that she taught us was, or instilled in us, was, si se puede, you can dream big and just do it. I'm honored to be here, like I said today, because I haven't done this all by myself. As you can see, everything that I do, I choose to do it in partnership because I love to see the different brains coming together and thinking about what great things we can do for our county. So it's always in partnerships. And that's why I want to thank those who have made a difference in my life, at work, and my family. First, my sister Fabi, thank you for all your support. Talk about a true support system, someone that never tells me no. My boys, Chris, Danny, and Nick, thank you for allowing me to be away from you guys to make these things happen in our community. And I always drag them with me, to whether it be the Week of the Young Child, the Parent Institute, PLTI, and they too are planning and growing and making a difference in Merced County. Adam, thank you for all your support. And of course, the Merced Soccer Academy, who just allowed me to come in and think of all the crazy ideas and, again, allows me to dream big and make a difference. But I couldn't do this without the Early Education Department. I couldn't ask for a better leader. Christy, thank you for everything that you do, for allowing me for believing in me, for allowing me to think big, and for supporting every single project, every crazy idea that I have, and making it happen, and standing by me in order for it to actually happen. Dr. Tijan, I'm so excited to know we're going to be working together for the next 4 years and really making great things happen in Merced County. And of course, my amazing team at the Early Education Department. Those ladies have stood with me side by side, and again, the crazy ideas. So I'm just the face of the project. They're the ones that are actually implementing all this work. Monica, Jua, Valerie, and the rest of the staff that are here, whether it be our coaches, our family specialists, provider specialists, our office assistants, everyone, thank you for being here. And Eric, which is one of the smartest, most intelligent men that I know, thank you for all your support, for always figuring things out with your smartness in budgeting. As you know, one of the projects that we do is the Parent Institute, the Dream Big Conference, which is coming up March 2nd, so put it on your calendar. That started 5 years ago. Now we're actually going into our 6th year, and it was just a thought. How can we bring something from a big county like LA to Merced? So we got together, one of my partners in crime, which is Sol Rivas, and we did it. And Irene and Luis de la Cruz, if you know anything about them, you know that they too can make things happen in Merced County with other connections and relationships. And of course, we went and we talked to Mr. Aguilera, Constantino Aguilera, who really believed in us. And thank you for taking the chance and allowing us to bring this conference to Merced County and making it now to have over 500 attendees. David Ramos and Raul, thank you for your support through the migrant program to continue to bring childcare to the Parent Institute. So before I leave, just another project is the Parent Leadership Training Institute. This training empowers parents and helps them understand the important role they play in the lives of their children and the community. We started in the city of Merced 4 years ago and now have branched out to the wonderful city of Los Banos thanks to Mr. Munoz and Dr. Marshall, and I'm very humbled and thankful for that. Again, thank you for being here tonight, for all your support. To the Teacher of the Year, to the Employee of the Year. We can work together and make this happen and continue to make Merced a much better place, because Merced is a good place, but we can make it even much better. And we can do this by all dreaming big, but most important, by inspiring our children, all of our children in Merced County, to just keep dreaming big and go big. Thank you and have a great evening.
Let's give all of our administrators another round of applause. The next group we'd like to acknowledge tonight is our exceptional teachers. Let's first see their video. Now let's meet these folks one by one. The first Excellent in Education Award nominee comes to us from the Atwater Elementary School District. Heather Arnold is a fourth grade teacher at Elmerwood Elementary. Heather stands out as an exceptional educator who challenges her students to rise to her high expectations, both in terms of academic performance as well as their character. Beyond typical classroom duties, Heather designed the Spelling Bee event at Elmerwood and co-created the Elmerwood Art Club. Heather donates her time spent running this after-school art club and provides staff and community with the opportunities to enjoy the annual art show each spring. Heather has been an amazing team member, working tirelessly and selflessly each day for the betterment of the students in school. Heather has been a major player in the many facets that led Elmerwood to being honored as the only California Distinguished School Award in Merced County in 2018. Heather says that the rewards she finds in teaching are endless. She cherishes the connections that she makes with her students and loves watching their confidence build throughout the year. Congratulations, Heather Arnold. Our next recipient comes from the Gustine Unified School District. Rochelle Cotta is a reading intervention teacher at Gustine Middle School. Her teaching philosophy is to educate and prepare students for the future in a safe and equitable learning environment where parent-teacher involvement is the key to student success. In the reading intervention program, there are a variety of students. Each day brings new challenges, which Rochelle is ready to face. She is adept in changing her approach to adapt to the different needs that present themselves. She can quickly go from one approach to another without missing a beat. Rochelle is described as enthusiastic, full of life, and always there to give out a smile. Rochelle knows what it means to be an educator. She is there to support administrators, teachers, and aides, but more importantly, the students. Congratulations, Rochelle Cotta. Our next school district is the Los Banos Unified School District. Sonia Falaschi is a vocational agriculture education teacher at the Los Banos High School. Sonia utilizes project-based learning assessments to gauge what students are learning and guide their instruction. Students enjoy the learning fundamentals and then delivering an example to the class or their parents. Supporting and informing others about the importance of career technical education is at the top of her list. Her passion is educating others on the value of hands-on learning and the need to prepare students to apply book learning to real-world problems. In Sonia's class, students build air-powered vehicles in her ag physics class, research and present businesses in her ag business class, create intricate arrangements in her ag floral class, and learn about local fauna in her ornamental horticulture class. Sonia only has her students for 55 minutes a day, but her door is always open to all students. Congratulations, Sonia Falaschi. Our next Excellent in Education Award nominee from the Merced County Office of Education, Educational Services Department. John Magnuson is the Assistant Superintendent. John, please stand to be recognized. Carolyn Rodriguez is a CTE ROP medical instructor assigned to Delhi High School. Carolyn has led additional projects for students such as the Save a Heart event, which is a hands-on CPR training for all seniors. Carolyn supports certified nursing assistant students who seek her assistance in different skills and curriculum questions. Her lessons are well designed and include many opportunities for student engagement. Every lesson has a clear objective and is designed around college and career readiness standards. 2 of Carolyn's classes are articulated with Merced College health courses, and her students have the highest proficiency and passing rates in Merced College Community's 2+2 course. Carolyn can be found on the sidelines at Delhi football games and working with students from her sports medicine program to ensure student athletes are safe and prepared. Carolyn is respected by students, staff, and administrators at MCOE and the Delhi Unified School District. Congratulations, Carolyn Rodriguez. Our next teacher is from the Weaver Union School District. The superintendent is John Curry. John, please stand. Letitia Villa is a fourth grade teacher at Pioneer Elementary. Letitia strives to make connections with her students and encourages them to make connections with each other in class. Letitia promotes sharing time in class where students are able to share things about themselves or learn something they didn't know about one of their classmates. She makes sure to check in with them academically and personally to make sure they know they have someone they can talk to when needed, and maintains that relationship even after the student has left her class. Other teachers believe the rapport that she has is what makes the students want to perform to their best of their abilities. From the outside looking in, it seems that they want her to be proud of them, and they will work hard to earn that pride. Letitia is also the student council coordinator, organizes the kindness campaign, and assists students raising money for Pennies for Patients, part of the Lymphoma Society. Congratulations, Letitia Villa. We have just met the 5 individuals who possess tremendous talent, skills, and gifts. The teachers in our county share each day with students. Our district nominees indeed exemplify excellence in education, and they represent the high level of quality educators we have in Merced County. And now the final vignette of the evening introduces Merced County's 2018 Teacher of the Year. She comes to us from the Merced Union High School District. Janis Edwards is the teacher-librarian at Livingston High School. Let us get to know Janis a little bit better through her video.
Janis always has a positive attitude. Janis has lots of enthusiasm for what she does and for our students, so I appreciate that she's always willing to help with a smile.
Janis interacts with the students, the teachers, new teachers come on board, they're looking for advice and help, and she's so willing to help anyone, doesn't matter who comes across. Janis is always one step ahead with technology, so when we're trying to implement a new idea or concept in the classroom, she's a phone call away.
Janis is super enthusiastic. She really wants this library to be a spot where kids can come, where they feel included, where they feel like they belong, and where they have a space that they can kind of call home when they're here. She started making this maker space where kids can come and work on projects, and that's just one of the many ways she relates to kids.
Sometimes the library can look a little chaotic when I come to see Janis, but she has it all under control. I think that's part of her charm, is that she lets students be who they are and lets them explore in a way that suits them, but then she knows what they're all doing at the same time.
I believe Miss Edwards was chosen because she's proud of her job. She really helped me open myself up and be more kind and be more energetic towards my everyday life. So she has been a really big part of that.
I try to help my students in the library by creating a comfortable environment for them. I want them to take away and learn that I am that really loud library lady, and I've never been in a library like that before. But mostly I want them to feel comfortable and confident and happy to have been here.
She definitely encourages our students, but she's also a motivator for our staff. Well, Janis's word that she uses is fantabulous, and so I think that that would definitely be a word to describe her, because she is fabulous and fantastic in pretty much everything that she does.
Fantabulous, that's a Janisism. She's fantastic, she's fabulous. Everything she touches is pure gold. Just an amazing, amazing person.
She lights up the room. I mean, she can make the most dull meeting fun. She's great. I mean, she brings that zest.
What I love the most is to be able to interact with my students, and I get all the kids. You know, when you're in the classroom, you only get some of the kids. But here I get to see so many of the students every day, and I get to help so many of my staff. It's such a great job. It's very rewarding, very fulfilling, but very busy. Much busier than I expected. It's extremely important to have a strong relationship with your students, because that's the foundation of what we do.
I think that Janis is outstanding. She is dedicated to the students at Livingston High School and our staff, and I think that that's where her impact starts, is just that dedication, and she leverages her positive personality to really help everybody that she comes in contact with.
If someone has a smile on her face, it's probably a good chance they just left the library. Her enthusiasm is just over the top, 24/7.
She's great. I mean, she is a gem. She is such an asset to our school. Yeah, she's transformed this media center, you know, into a place that's such a great spot for kids to be.
Wow. Thank you. Normally I don't have a mic, so I feel like I'm really loud, because I'm actually kind of a pretty loud person. So first and foremost, I am truly honored and humbled to have been even nominated MUHSD Teacher of the Year. So being selected County Educator of the Year is just, it's unbelievably amazing. And I'm actually quite speechless about the whole thing, which is odd for me. The educators, administrators, and classified staff who are being celebrated tonight are amazing, and I congratulate you all. Okay, so I'm gonna do my best. When I found out I was supposed to give a short speech, I struggled because I'm a talker. And so I'm gonna do my best to not birdwalk. But there have been a few people along the way who I really just want to thank, who have been an inspiration to me in my teaching career. So first off, to my parents, thank you for all of your support over the years. You have always instilled in me a drive to work hard, and I try daily to accomplish that for my students and in my life. Some days it's a little more than I probably should be doing. Teaching is a job like no other, and let's just say the effort I needed for the softball field was so much easier than what I'm doing now. To Mr. Dave Honey, I saw you earlier. Thank you so much for taking the chance on a super green 22-year-old for an 8th grade English position. That year really could have been pretty ugly, and I don't think I could have survived if it wasn't for a phenomenal teacher who is now at Mitchell by the name of Allison Rogers. About the time that I was seriously considering heading back into a job in retail, Allison took me under her wing and she mentored me, and I learned so much from her just in the few short months that I survived 8th grade. So make sure you're learning from each other. So this one, oh, hold on, let me see, I lost my place, I'm sorry. That's what happens when I birdwalk. This story is a little anecdotal. I taught 8th grade at Winton Middle School for 8 years, and after 8 years at that phenomenal school, I decided to move to another school, and it wasn't really my decision. I got a call one day, somewhere mid-June-ish, from my friend who was a teacher at Atwater High School, Mandy Ballinger. She said, "Hey, Janis, so we have this English opening at Atwater High School, and I told my principal you would apply. So give her a call." And I'm like, okay. And I figured, sure, why not? And I shifted over to Atwater High School, which I was really nervous about doing because when I first started teaching, I was 22. I was only 10 years older than my students. But Atwater High School was absolutely amazing, and I was able to be there for 6 years. After year 3, Mandy left me, and she moved on to an AP position at Livingston High School. And Atwater was really cool because it was like a class reunion, so I got to see a lot of people that I knew, and I grew even more as an educator, and that's where I really learned the value of having that good relationship with the students. Middle school, you get 60. High school, you get 120 every day. And it was crucial that I built that relationship piece because I had a lot of kids who they didn't want to be there. And let's face it, 6th period English is not the place to be. So my Atwater High School time was really, really crucial for me as an educator to grow. I had some super amazing teachers that I got to work with, and I love them all, and I learned from them. I hope they learned a little from me, but I really learned a lot from them. While I was at Atwater High School, I had a phenomenal principal, Mr. Alan Peterson, and he helped me learn a lot more about just the idea of being that classroom teacher and building more of those relationships with your students. So 6 years later, I'm at Atwater, and I get this phone call from Mandy again. And she says, "Hey, Janis, so there's a librarian position opened at Livingston." And I had just had my 3rd child, and I was really stressed. And I was kind of ready for that change anyway. So after consulting my family, I jumped on over to Livingston High School, where I got to be with Mr. Calderon. And I didn't know what a librarian did. I talked to my good friend Cheryl Garman, and I said, "What do you do?" And she proceeded to tell me, and I had been able to work with her that year, and it wasn't what I thought librarians did. Like, don't they just like shush people and, check out books all day? Isn't that what you do? Not necessarily. That's not what she does. And after talking to her and being able to work with her for several months, that last year that I was at Atwater, I was like, you know what? This is where I can impact more students, not only through my interactions with them, but also through my interactions with their teachers. And so I made the move, and it was terrifying. And I had to go back to school, which was terrifying. And then Mandy left me again. And so she kept leaving me. But she came back, and she is actually currently my principal right now, and I just love her to death. She's amazing, and she's a rock star. So that was my little anecdote. I also want to give a humongous shout out to my amazing librarian team. Tony Doyle, Julie Cook, Tara Woodall, Susan Mickelson, Travis Harding, and Cheryl Garman. Seriously, thank you. Without your amazing collaboration, ideas, suggestions, and teamwork, I'm not sure I could have figured this out. You inspire me daily to push my boundaries with things that I do for my students and staff. All of the fantastic teachers and administrators and staff members with whom I have worked with these past 20 years, I've learned so much from so many people. I continue to grow because I've always had that belief that you learn something new every day, and I really, really push that with my students, but I push that a lot with myself. And I always want to be a better educator because I want to be better for my kids. So I added this. I would be remiss if I did not recognize and thank all of the students who I have had over the years. I was going to do some math, but I was an English teacher for a reason, and we're not even going to go there. 20 years, 3 schools, lots of kids. But I learned probably more from them. At least I feel like I learned more from them, maybe than they did from me, but I do hope they walked away with something. Okay, so finally,
to my family. To my husband, Matt, thank you for being so supportive of my career, from the changes and the continued and crazy schedules that we have. I love that I have you to bounce ideas off of and sometimes steal ideas from. Thank you for your encouragement. To my boys, Heath, Kelvin, and Dalen, thank you for being such great kids. You inspire me daily to be a better mom and to be a great teacher for all of my students, and I love you so much. Yeah, teaching is a labor of love, and one of the things that I've always tried to hang on to is it's okay to fail, and to teach your kids that it's okay to fail, because without failure we can't grow, and through failure is how I have grown and learned and tried things different. And my kids have always been on board. My students have always been on board with that. It's scary, but they've always jumped on board with that. So once again, my congratulations to all of the fantabulous people on the stage tonight, and huge props to all the educators, administrators, and staff out there making a difference every day. You all rock. So thank you.
If all of our teachers could stand one more time and we give them another round of applause. Let's stay on stage. We still got some more here for you. We have several elected officials or their representatives here this evening to present certificates to our employees and teachers. We invite them on stage at this time. Employees and administrators, please join us back on the stage for your certificates. So everybody that was honored tonight, come back up, please. And the dignitaries, I believe, are on this side. Are they back? They're back here. We have them. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Hi, how are you?
You did a great job.
You
did do it.
Almost there. Before I turn over the microphone over back to Beth and Steve to wrap up this great evening, I want to personally thank each of you for being here tonight. I'm very humbled to be your MC tonight. Education is very important to me, and I know these awards mean a lot to you, and it was just so good to see our community acknowledged here locally. I just want to invite everyone to enjoy a dessert reception, which will be served as soon as you step out into the foyer. Thank you to Bella Luna for catering, and we welcome you to enjoy this beautiful theater and get to know these wonderful people that we all just met and acknowledged. And with that, I would like to say to everyone who works in education, we thank you for recognizing the value of education to our community and to the countless hours you put in every year for our youth. Now, Educational Employees Credit Union President and CEO Beth Dooley and Merced County Superintendent of Schools Dr. Steve Teachin will give the closing remarks.
I stand by the maximum, never getting between a crowd and dessert. So this will be short. I just want to say thank you again to all of you for coming out tonight. I want to especially thank the people that took the time and trouble to nominate the honorees that we heard about tonight. Thank you very much for that extra effort, going the extra mile to acknowledge the hard work of your colleagues. And I also want to thank one more time EECU for their partnership and sponsorship of this wonderful event. Beth, come on out. Thanks again.
Well, thanks again. You know, we've had a great evening. I think this is a fantastic event. But, you know, I'd like to thank a few folks. I think Casey Steed did an amazing job as the Master of Ceremony, and I'd like to thank him. And I'd like to absolutely do a shout out to Steve and the staff at the Merced County Office of Education. Again, I think they've done an amazing job, done another evening for us. So I'd like to once again congratulate all of the honorees. As we saw this evening, I think they all absolutely deserve that recognition. They do a fantastic job every day, so congrats to everybody. And I'd like to thank all of you for joining us here this evening. It's an amazing evening, and we appreciate your attendance. Have a terrific evening, everybody. Thanks.